Okay, we're going to go over changing the blade on a jigsaw. It's often that you break blades on jigsaws. This is the same way with a scroll saw. Those blades break fairly often, so it's not a huge deal. It happens. You can do a few things to prevent it. On a jigsaw, one of the things that you can do to prevent blade breaking often is not to get it heated up very much. So in the video before this, I told you about how you'll smell it burning every once in a while, and it's okay for a little bit, but if you get a lot of smoke and you see it burning a lot, what that's going to do, it's going to weaken that blade, and then you probably won't have very long until that blade's going to break. On this one, the blade's fine. I'm just going to show you how to take it out and put it back in. Each job is a little bit different, so I have different blades for different material. So pretty much anything under an inch, we can use these small scroll blades. Anything over an inch, so like a 2x4, which is 1.5 inches, you're going to use a different blade. It's actually longer and it is thicker, it's more robust, so it can handle all that pressure. These blades actually work best on 1/2 inch or lower, just because for scroll work, it's hard to scroll an 1.5 inch piece of wood. I do 3/4 inch all the time, but I'm also pretty good with a jigsaw, so I know when to ease up, when to push it, when not to, all that good stuff. So real simple. You'll see on these Ryobis there's a key that kind of turns, and what it's going to do is it's going to pop that blade up. And I normally would just pop it out on a table. I'll let it pop straight up for you guys. So what it does, and that's the reason why I don't let them pop straight up, is because they tend to fall on the floor. Found it. So blade comes out, T-shank blades. So you'll see that the scroll saw blade has this shape, offset a little bit and then up. This part right here is what grabs and locks it into the machine, the tool. So what we're going to do is we take this, we turn it so that the slot is going up and down. Your teeth always face out because that's what you're pushing into the material. So you're going to take this, you're going to put it into the slot and release the key. It's going to lock in. You're going to feel it lock in. So you just kind of pull on it a little bit, make sure it's locked in, make sure that tab is kind of up here toward the top. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to lock in, and you can tell that it's locked in. On the jigsaw, there are several different settings. So I don't really mess with them. I tend to go with setting number 3, which is plywood. There's OSB or particle board. There's PVC. And then this one is like aluminum, soft metals. I tend to keep it up on 3. These particular saws have a speed. You can slow them down or speed them up. Most new jigsaws have a speed adjustment. Back in the old days, it was just 1 speed, but now you can slow it down and you can speed it up. So that's a good thing when you're cutting material. Like if you're cutting something real thin, you want to slow it down. If I'm cutting something thick, I tend to speed it up as fast as I can because it's going to ease through that material a little bit better. If you're trying to cut thick material slow, it's going to tear it up pretty bad. So that's how to change blades on a jigsaw.